Then we move on to feature engineering and pre-processing. Basically, feature engineering and pre-processing is basically like creating new meaningful features that help our model learn better, which is like feature engineering. And pre-processing is basically like cleaning and formatting the data so that it can be used to like better machine learning models. So yeah. So we basically begin by creating a binary feature. So basically, df is female is equal to df sex equals female as type int if sex is in df.column or else 0. Basically, what this does is it creates a new column called is female that basically equals 1 for female passengers and 0 for like male passengers, only if like the sex column exists in the data frame. This is done to basically like transform the categorical column, which is like sex in this case, into like a numerical feature that can be basically like used later on for machine learning algorithms. And this is the same principle that's applied for the next data frame, which is child. Basically, it's done the same thing, but for the age column, as one is for like the passengers under 16, and and 0 is for like the adults. So yeah. Then we move on to handling like missing variables. So as we've seen over here, it's like over here in the df is null at some that age, uh, cabin, and embarked have a lot of their data basically missing. So we basically fill them up by either using by we basically fill them up either using the median for them, or the mode in this case for the embarked, or the median for the fare. Then afterwards we basically start encoding the categorical features. Basically, columns to encode equal call for, then we make a for loop for column in embarked p class if column in data frames in dot columns. Basically, this creates like a list of columns that need to be like one hot encoded basically, but it only includes like columns that actually exist within the data frame itself. And it's basically focused on like relevant like category features such as like embarked and p class that may influence like the survivability of like a passenger. Then afterwards we say if column to encode data frame is equal to pd dot get dummies dot data frame columns is equal to columns to encode, and then drop to first. Basically, what this line of code does is basically converts the categorical columns into like in one hot coded dummy variables, as it creates like a binary column for each category. Then we see like the first four rows of these new columns. As you can see, now these are like all converted into binary things, like whether they're false, 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 or other in this case will be true, false, true, true, true. So yeah.